Uh-oh. What's up, guys? So now we're working on getting the subframes, excuse me, not subframe, the lower control arms and the upper control arms bushings pushed out. So me and my dad were out here late the other night and we got the upper control arms done. Didn't have time to film, so sorry about that. You missed some excitement there, but working on the lower control arms now. We just got the first one done here. So as you can see, we got these pushed out, and then here's the upper control arms that we got pushed out. Focus. There we go. Got these pushed out last night, so the subframe's looking pretty bare over here. Really the only thing left is the sway bar itself. I went ahead and set the new rear diff mount in here. We just got the bolts still in their locations, so after these lower control arms, all we got to do is pop out the upper and lower control arm bushings. And then, finally after that, it'll be time for reassembly. So I'm going to get cracking on this. Maybe we'll have a little time lapse going trying to push this other one out, and then we'll hopefully get some work done tonight. Because my week off that I took to do some of this got filled up with other family duties and going on my birthday fishing trip. So yeah, let's get back to work. Now, just like that, we got one out. Now we got to work on the other one. Considerable amount of effort. If I look a little hotter and sweatier and more tired and veins are popping out of my arm and all that, that's because this is pretty difficult. So yeah, it's pretty cool how this thing works. It has a groove washer for a piece of pipe on this side that fell out down there on the ground. So it basically fits in these grooves. And you're not going to be able to see that. Then it has these very thick washers that actually push the bushing out. One for the front, one for the rear. Two different sizes. You know, it happens like that sometimes, you know, there's nothing you can really do about it. But, so yeah, that's all for these lovely, crusty, 116 something thousand mile lower control arm bushings. So now on to heating and probably drilling the subframe bushings out. That ought to be a pretty good time.
A few moments later.
Now we're going to go ahead and heat up one of these bearings to about 300, 400, maybe even 500 degrees, who knows. You know, just break the rubber down, get it loose out of this inner sleeve on the subframe here, so we can push that rubber part out and then replace it. This is the only one that the sleeve actually stays in, so we don't have to worry about pressing that metal part out, which is probably going to make it more difficult to clean and all of that stuff as well. So here we go. Let's make fire.
Yes! Look what I have created! I have made fire!
We got 360, 400 degrees in some spots, so we're going to go ahead and try and blast this off, see what happens. There we go. There's most of the rubber out of there, so we'll have to get in there with a chisel and some other stuff, clean up all those chunks, and rinse and repeat 4 more times. So now we're on to the other side of the top subframe bushings, or rearward subframe bushings, and then we'll move on to the fronts here in a second. Hopefully we don't run out of propane. Was peaking at 490, but I couldn't catch it in time. Just like that. This time we used the larger washers that actually cleaned it out quite a bit better. Come on, focus. So we'll just take a wire wheel and a couple other things and we'll get up in there and clean that out, and then we'll put our fancy new bushings that are in there in the freezer. Focus. Focus. And they're in the freezer, so that should help them go in a little easier. Since you know, my dad decided he was tired and wanted to go to bed. He is an old man, but he'll be all right. Sorry, Dad. So yeah, let's go ahead and get the fire back going and press these other ones out. Uh-oh. $380. Good enough for me. Almost did it again. Hot. Uno más. Fire on the grill, y'all. Can we get 420? Damn. It was up in the 400s right when it came off, but there we go. 450. Close enough. Good enough for the memes. There you go, Jim Bob. Hot off the grill. Not charred at all. Definitely pretty warm. Sorry about the interruption there. You know, camera things. So, now that we've got all the bushings out, Don't know if it's going to happen tonight. We got to clean out those bushings, and then we got to start reassembly, which is going to be interesting because it's been a couple days with trips in between. There's bolts all over the floor. Dad's going to be pissed that I got rubber all over his floor and diff fluid and all the other things. So, yeah, we're just going to keep cracking at it.